Hey folks, I wanted to address an urgent message to my nextdoorneighbor.com neighbors. I have just came out of an estimate. It's the worst I've seen in 30 years. And I wanted to do this video today simply to help educate you, the public. It may go a little longer than I usually do, and I appreciate if you stick it out with me because it's going to benefit you in the long run. But I had to share this with you and give you some pointers. So we'll start out with the estimate. I get a phone call, and I got a single mom, and she had a roof leak, and she had that repaired, and she did everything right. I'm not blaming her in any way. She had 4 or 5 estimates, and she went with the lowest price, as usual, and she had to get the ceiling in her 3-year-old little girl's room fixed, little toddler. It was 3 sheets of 4x8 sheetrock wide, and he did the job, looked real pretty, she was happy, she paid for it. 1 week, folks. Count it, 1 week from the job completion. This little girl was asleep in the middle of the night, and this full 4x8 sheetrock come crashing down on top of her while she slept. She was injured, but by the grace of God, thank God, she's still here with us. But this is an outrage. I'm very passionate, I'm very emotional right now, because this is my livelihood, this is my trade, this is my blood. And to walk into a person's house and see this is unreal. It should never have happened. It's beyond anything. I assessed the situation and I found out that in this 4x8 sheet of drywall that weighs about 40 to 45 pounds, 8 foot above this little girl's head, 4 screws, 1 inch and 5/8 holding this entire sheet of, and gravity won. It came down. Folks, here's some pointers for you. When you do your estimates, be careful on that lowest price, because this woman is still trying to get a hold of this guy. His number has now been disconnected. She can't find any information on him. He's long gone. I'm going to come in basically and I'm going to do the job for cost because she's already been devastated. I'm going to take a loss on it myself, but I'm going to help the family because God blessed me with skills and that's what I do. And he also blessed me with the knowledge to pass on to you. So let me give you some tips today. When you're doing your estimates, be careful of the smooth talker because he's trying to sell you his company with the bells and whistles. Screw all that. Get it in writing. Everything he just told you, you want it in writing. Document it with his signature. Second, check out his photos. But be careful though, because sometimes these shady guys will upload other people's photos onto their websites. Don't always trust the Better Business Bureau because for $500 a year, I can get an A+ accreditation as long as nobody complains or sends bad reviews on me. Talk to your neighbors here on Nextdoor. Ask them, hey, has this guy ever worked for you before? What kind of works he do? Get some feedback. Next thing, find out where he's working. See if you can come up and look at the job. Talk to the people he's working for. Get a good feel on this person. Now, you've hired this person. You feel good about it. Everything checked out. Perfect. Be careful. Be visual. If it don't look right to you, and you don't have to know anything about construction, anything about home improvements, and worst of all, don't ever tell a contractor that, because the shady ones are going to run with you. They're going to run that ball. They know right then and there that I can get away with anything I want because you're not going to be any smarter about it. Ask questions. If this guy gets offended, fire him. Because right then, he's hiding something. Real contractors like myself, we don't get offended. We answer every question you could ever imagine. If I'm doing your project and you're not happy or something's not right and you don't feel good about it, I'm going to stop the job. We're going to sit down. We're going to have a conversation right then. I'm going to explain to you why it's being done this way, why it's costing you a little extra, or whatever the case may be. And when I'm done with you, you're going to know 100% that what you hired was worth every penny you paid for. Because I'm not going to cover up anything, and I sure ain't going to shortcut anything. But trust me, 30 years, I've made a lot of money off people who have done that. Because people like yourself who want to save that bottom dollar, which I get, I understand, you need to save money. But 9 times out of 10, I'm the guy going to come in and I'm going to fix what you just paid for. And in a situation like this, it should have never happened. That little girl should still be asleep in her bed, not worrying about her ceiling coming down on top of her head. I just can't comprehend anybody could do that. But it happens, unfortunately. So be careful, folks. Okay? Trust your instincts. You have the right to fire this person. Get him out of your house. Okay? Stop going with always the bottom line or the bottom dollar. Me, I'm going to give you 2-year warranty in writing. Everything I do, I'm going to put it in writing. My signature's on the paper. Let's just say, for example, and this would have to be the freak of God, of nature. Same situation, I go in and I put your ceiling up. For whatever reason, and believe me, it would have to be a freak. This ceiling crashes. You get on the phone, you call me. I'm on my job working. I've shut that job down. I'm in that vehicle right there. I'm in the car. I'm breaking speed limits. I'm violating every traffic law I can violate to get back to your house, to get in there, to see what happened, how it happened, why it happened, and to make sure it never happens again. Which it would never do, because if it took 60 daggone screws to hold that board up, I'm going to go that extra mile and I'm going to put 60 screws in every sheet. I'm going to make sure it's safe. But you're not going to get a disconnect phone call number. You're not going to get an ignore button. And you're going to get empty voicemails, or the voicemail box has been full. You know, that's not me. Okay? So, I wanted to educate you guys on this. Remember, during the estimate process, references, take a look at his work, talk to friends and family, talk to people here on Nextdoor. 2, if you do hiring, stay visual, stay on top of it. Watch what's going on. If it don't look right, then you know something's wrong, because you're not even a contractor and you know it's wrong. Trust your instincts. 3, all else, for whatever reason, fire him. Get him out of your house. You're saving yourself a lot of hurt and extra money down the road. Get somebody like myself who's going to come in, respect your home, respect you as an individual, and make sure your safety is #1 priority. And go that extra mile to make sure it never happens. So, unfortunately, the world we live in, you're going to hire that cheaper contractor, and I'm going to be the one that's going to come in, and I will be seeing you on the next project. This time it'll be done right, and hopefully we've learned a valuable lesson. Be careful what you pay for, because in my industry, you get every penny's worth. This is Wayne from WD Services, formerly L&W Services, addressing you 100% from the heart today. Just be careful. Get the right people in there. If you don't hire me, make sure the guy you do hire and you're comfortable with has your full support. God bless. Take care. And I hope to see you on a better project.